Man, let's talk about one of the most wild, random, and weird finishes that we have seen in a long time in the NBA. Fouls being called left and right, technicals being handed out left and right. Let's talk about the Lakers shooting literally 18% from the three-point line and still finding a way to win against a gritty, honestly, and tough Phoenix Suns team. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by the beautiful Pechanga Resort Casino. You can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official and Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. I am not going to sit here and lie to y'all. As soon as I saw the Phoenix Suns come in and see them take an early lead and it was going back and forth come halftime, I was like, all right, what are the Lakers going to do? Because they could not score whatsoever. And honestly, the step back threes, the shots that Luka Doncic was taking last night, I gotta be critical of everyone. And those shot selections aren't going to cut it. And I understand he has the ability to make those shots. But when it comes down, when you need a good shot, something down the shot clock, especially when offense really hasn't been going your way, then that's when it's time to draw up something, not come down the court and shoot a three ball contested early into the shot clock. And LeBron James, he started off slow. He had up to early 5 turnovers. Not gonna work. It's not gonna help this team. But one thing that I can finally say that went well for the Lakers is the ability to finally keep guys in front and defend. 24-0 scoring run. 24-0 scoring run. That is right. The Lakers were actually defending. Shout out to Jake LaRavia, and I already know. Everyone's been waiting for this. I know. Walrus and Encino, I know. Been tweeting at me. Everybody's been waiting for this. Jared Vanderbilt to finally get his minutes. And he did. He did get his minutes, and guess what? He delivered. I want to see this be sustainable for the next games. I'm glad that he got his shot to come back into the lineup, but the injury to Austin Reaves, which we will talk a little bit about on the other side. But between him and Jake LaRavia crashing the glass, there was a point where Jared Vanderbilt had at least 3 offensive rebounds in one possession, keeping the play alive, getting another opportunity. And unfortunately, the Lakers did not capitalize on it. There was a point I heard John Harlan on the call. He said 6 chances. The Lakers had 6 chances. 6 chances to score. They did not capitalize on it. They had over 20 offensive rebounds. That is unheard of. That goes to show you that they're playing hard. Defensively, they're keeping guys in front. They held the Suns scoreless. 24-0 run. Like let's hear that. The Lakers jumped out to over a 20-point lead. But guess what? This is the NBA. This is what things are. No lead is safe in the NBA. And what happens? Phoenix Suns make a late surge. And honestly, I got to call out this specific play. Marcus Smart, what the hell are you doing? Lakers get a good stop. Marcus Smart is running the lane. He had a layup all to himself. No one was in front of him. And he decides to try to throw a fancy behind the back pass. Gets stolen. What happens? Phoenix Suns 3, Dillon Brooks, bang. That's a momentum swing right there. And unfortunately, the Suns did capitalize on that momentum swing, and they end up taking the lead. And honestly, what a crazy turn of events. LeBron James getting at it with Dillon Brooks. Look, this Lakers team is going to see the Phoenix Suns literally in a week. Literally, they're going to see them real soon once again. And it's going to be another battle just like this. And honestly, I love the Dillon Brooks and LeBron James exchange. I love all that, man. I love the competitiveness between the two. But there's a certain moment where it's like, okay, let's not let his antics get in the way of what the Lakers need to have success on. And I'm glad the Lakers did respond. After all that in the first half, the Lakers did respond. They got Dillon Brooks in foul trouble. Hell, to the point where LeBron James, when he did close out, Dillon Brooks did make that tough 3-point shot to take the go-ahead lead. What happened? LeBron James didn't retaliate. Dylan Brooks came up to him. He's ejected. The Lakers shoot a technical free throw and a chance with the ball back. And what happens? No disrespect, but at that point, when the Lakers were shooting free throws, Luka Doncic was very efficient from the free throw line. Even JJ Redick said it himself. He had no idea why LeBron James was taking the free throw in that moment. LeBron James steps up to the free throw line and he misses. You're like, oh, I mean, what is going on? Especially when you look at that, when the Suns were on a big run. JJ Redick called no timeout, and I know everyone was calling for his name and stuff like that, but sometimes you kind of got to feel it out, see if the Lakers can bounce back. No need to call a timeout because you never know. In a certain situation when it comes down, in the last 2 minutes of a game, you never know when that timeout could become useful. So I understand from JJ Redick's point of view. However, with the bleeding like that, the Suns coming back from 20 points, you might need to call a timeout just to kind of relax, settle down. Don't let the Suns are high right now. The basketball is a game of runs. The Suns made their run. Let's punch them back. Let's respond back. The Lakers did end up doing that. Unfortunately, LeBron James got fouled from Devin Booker, which ticky-tack foul. We can go both ways. Did he hit him on the wrist? Yes. Did LeBron James stick his leg out? Possibly so. But he made 2 out of 3 free throws. Lakers take the lead. Suns have no chance to win the game. They block the shot. Game over. But there was just a lot of things going on throughout that game. And honestly, this was a game you could finally said it wasn't just the offense the Lakers were worried about. They were out hustling the Suns. Defensively, they kept guys in front. They led defense into offense. They finally were able to do so. Like, it was a beautiful thing to see. And honestly, I'm very happy to say, like, yes, Jared Vanderbilt did a great job coming into that lineup, providing energy, providing a spark. I know people were asking, why is he just sitting on the bench? That was his moment, and he stepped up in a big time. I know Jake LaRavia did not shoot the ball well, but what did he do? Hustling, keeping guys in front, hustle plays, diving on the floor, getting into the passing lanes, running the lanes. Like, those things matter. It does not. Everything that matters on that end of the floor it's huge, and that's where I was trying to get at. You have to get stops at some point, and the Lakers were able to do so. That's why they got up to a 24-0 scoring run. But one person we need to discuss is Austin Reaves. We'll talk a little bit about that right after let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
So Austin Reaves will be out the Lakers lineup for the rest of this week. He will be reevaluated in a week. He has that mid-calf strain. You want to talk about guys stepping up. Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Gabe Vincent. I'm kind of with the Lakers Twitter and the Lakers community and all that I think JJ Redick needs to make a thing where, hey, not give up on Gabe Vincent, but kind of switch it up a little bit. Maybe add Vanderbilt more into the mix compared to Gabe Vincent. Who knows? But I see why JJ Redick is playing Gabe Vincent, because when he gets going, he can get going. I understand that hasn't been the case. I know his three-point ball hasn't been falling. I know he gets picked on sometimes with the mismatches when it comes down to other teams. I get all that. However, he does what JJ Redick wants. And I'm not saying that's not the case with Jared Vanderbilt, but you see the difference with Gabe Vincent offensively compared to Jared Vanderbilt. So we'll see. We'll see how the minutes play out after this Phoenix Suns game. But with Austin Reaves out, now you're gonna now you gotta find other scoring. Now, not just LeBron, not just Luka, but what you did last night from the Suns, you gotta emulate that for the next couple of games with Austin Reaves out of lineup. And that can be done. They showed that they can try to keep guys in front. They showed that they can out hustle teams on that other end of the floor. The offensive rebounding, the loose balls, all those stuff. That matters. And the Lakers did that against the Phoenix Suns. Let's see if they can sustain that throughout the rest of this week. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Your boy is out.